Welcome, beautiful people, to Minerals Monday Live Sapphire Show. Sapphires are considered one of the most valuable and precious of all gemstones and have been highly revered by royals for millennia. It is a very old stone, and for those of us who are coming to the practice of our color practice today, the color is blue because we are expressing our creativity and clearing our throat chakra. So for those who will be joining us today, we will be doing a 5th chakra throat cleansing. Thank you so much. Meanwhile, we'll be taking live political questions in the live chat. So please feel free to introduce yourself. We have a wonderful group of people here who are very sincere and genuine, and we'd love to see you in the live chat. If you have a political question, please type it in all capitals so I can see it. Or if you're coming on the replay, type in the comments and I will address those political questions for you. Also today, I have groundbreaking news regarding the nominee for the Supreme Court Justice. So we will be looking at what are 2 of the remaining secrets that she's hiding, because her first secret is out, which is her deep ties to the GOP and possible illegal campaign finance violations. There are 2 remaining secrets which the universe has yet to divulge, which I would like to share with you today. So let's get straight to it by starting with our political tarot. Hello, everybody, and thanks for coming. So what I would like to begin with today is we have a great voter turnout, specifically early voting in various states. And so I wanted to ask the cards which of some of the swing states are going to be turning blue in terms of the presidential electoral college votes. So we'll just go through Ohio, Michigan, Texas, and other places. If you have a state that you would like me to look at, please type that in the comments and we'll get straight to it. All right, here comes the tarot. Okay. All right, so here we go. So I'm going to just run through a few states and ask whether or not they're going to be collecting the electoral college votes for the Democratic candidate, Joe Biden, and we'll just see how that goes. Let's start with Ohio. Will Ohio turn blue for the president? Will Ohio turn blue for the president? Ooh, 4 of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. These are all votes, you guys. And the Magician. All right, so will Ohio turn blue? The 4 of Pentacles means they're holding on to the votes in the vote count at this time. We do not have an actual precise vote count yet. However, they are holding democracy within their hearts, so they're thinking very hard about it. The Knight of Pentacles are all the people coming out. These are early voters. This is a huge voter turnout, which is in the favor of democracy. And yes, by magic, somehow the Magician is going to perform this act of magic. And yes, Ohio is going to be winning the electoral votes for Joe Biden. Wow, that's great. Go Ohio. Now let's look at Arizona. Hi, Martine. Great to see you. Will Arizona collect the electoral votes for the Joe Biden campaign candidate? Will Arizona turn blue in the Electoral College for election 2020? Will Arizona turn blue for Joe Biden? Okay, let me feel the cards here. Our first card is Five of Pentacles, being left out in the cold, voter suppression. That's election interference in the state of Arizona. The Fool in the White House. That's the GOP in the White House committing voter suppression, election interference, something going on in Arizona. The outcome is the Hermit, which means there's going to have to be an investigation into the results of the Arizona election. So that's looking extremely sticky, you guys, because normally Arizona votes red, a Republican, and the voter suppression coming from the GOP is going to have to force an investigation. Okay, so you guys keep your eyes open and look out for voter suppression, specifically voter suppression. There's three types of election interference. One is propaganda, like online or on TV, or people smear misinformation. Other is voter suppression, making it difficult or impossible for someone to vote. That's going to be happening in Arizona. And then there's voter fraud, and that's something different. So that's voter suppression in Arizona. I'm so sorry, you guys. Keep a lookout, because you've got to really watch your county elections office. You could have supplicants from within the GOP working in the county elections office, committing elections crimes. Martine says, there are errant black marks on my mail-in ballot, one in the Trump box, but not the vote circle. Oh dear. All right. So I am not a certified poll worker registered for the state of Arizona. I am for the state of California, and I am also for the state of Oregon. Now, I would actually be very suspicious of your mail-in, of the ballot which you have received. I spoke directly with my county elections office to find out exactly which date my official mail ballot was sent, and it arrived literally the next day on Friday. So I've already put it in the official ballot drop box. One thing you should be looking for in your mail-in ballot, which you have received to, that sounds weird if it has black marks, is that it should have in the insert the list of the official election ballot drop boxes. So if you're having problems, you need to call your county elections office. Now, the problem is if there are, how shall I say, rogue operands operating within the county election office, you could have problems, but you definitely need to double check that that does not sound right. There should be no marks on your ballot, and it should arrive exactly the date that the county elections office said. Now remember, each set of ballots is sent from each county. So don't go to your state, go to your county. You may have to actually go directly to the county elections office. If you can't get through, I wouldn't go in online. I would call them on the phone. That is known as ballot fraud, and the reading was not ballot fraud, it was voter suppression, which is different. Okay, sorry to hear that. You guys are having problems. Hi, Connie. Go ahead. Oh, you're waiting in line to vote. Yeah, right on. You're doing in-person voting. Okay, well, we're going to be here for a little bit. Okay, now we're going down the states to see which states we want to look at are going to see how they're voting. So put your state in the live chat if possible. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at Michigan while we're waiting for some. Hi, Crystal. Right now we're going through each state. So put your state in the live chat and we're going to check how the states are doing in terms of the electoral college votes for Biden. So we're going to look at Michigan now. Okay, so will Michigan turn blue and succeed collecting the electoral college votes for Joe Biden? Will Michigan succeed collecting the votes in favor of the electoral college votes in favor of Joe Biden? Will the state of Michigan, I got to turn them around so I can't see the cards. Will the state of Michigan succeed collecting the electoral college votes for Joe Biden? Okay, this card wants to come out. Oh, it's Trump. Michigan, oh dear. The White House looks like it's going to stay. Michigan, yes. Michigan is nostalgic, so it looks like Trump's going to take Michigan. Okay, next. He shows that Biden's taking Ohio. Arizona is having voter suppression problems, and they have to they have to do an investigation into their voting in the state of Arizona. Hi, Keisha. Hi, Asantiwa. Please put your state in the live chat and we'll check which state is going blue for Joe Biden in the electoral college. Yeah, Arizona sounds sketchy. Martine says, I will call if only to point out that the pre-printed marks are only visible from the back of the ballot or when held up to light. So you want to check your vote count. Exactly. And keep, if you have a ballot receipt, keep it and take a photo of your ballot. Okay, because you definitely want to do extra protection because it does sound, definitely back yourself up there, Ms. Arizona. Okay, Illinois and Alabama. Okay, so we've got Alabama first for Keisha. Okay, so I found out that the state of Oregon has almost as many electoral votes as Alabama. We're in the range. Will Alabama go blue for Joe Biden? I'm getting chills all up and down my spine. This is looking good for Joe Biden. No, Alabama is not going for Joe Biden. The young people have basically fallen for the op-eds and they're not going for Joe Biden in Alabama. See, this is the GOP. Okay, so that's a no. No to Joe Biden in Alabama. Sorry, it's just a set of tarot cards for entertainment purposes only. Okay, Illinois. Next we have Illinois. Sorry about, there's lots of noise in the background today. There's construction guys, and I think that they got my phone number and they're calling to try to convince me to vote on some proposition. And I already voted. I didn't get a sticker because it just went in the ballot drop box. Okay, let's look at Illinois. Will Joe Biden win the electoral college votes in Illinois? Will Joe Biden win the electoral college votes in, it's getting hard. Oh, it's going to be tough, you guys. Will Joe Biden win the electoral college votes Ooh, it's getting hard, you guys. Will Joe Biden win the Electoral College votes in Illinois? Queen of Wands, Justice. This is excellent. This is many, many people coming out for justice in the state of Illinois. Yes, the Empress is saying America is coming out to vote in the state of Illinois. And yes, the High Priestess, it's karmic that Joe Biden is going to take Illinois. This is great, you guys. So the people who want a fair and righteous Republican Party, basically what the Queen of Wands is saying, that the people who belong to the Republican Party, who are just, who believe in following the law and the United States Constitution, are going to uphold the electoral votes for Joe Biden. Why? Because they've been incubating a lot of coronavirus. They know what's going on in the White House about the coronavirus, and they care about the health. So the big issue that the Illinois folk are voting on is the health and healthcare and the coronavirus relief package. They were completely unimpressed with the current administration's performance on that. They looked at both choices very carefully, and they've weighed their mind that in the end, karmically, they could not side with the unethical or immoral vote, which is upholding the whole Trump dynasty, basically. So they will be voting successfully for Joe Biden. Yes, and also the High Priestess is black. It's black and white. So both races and ethnicities relate to Joe Biden in the state of Illinois. Black Lives Matter, and the people who are against the white supremacy, who themselves identify as white, will be voting for Joe Biden. That is what that also is saying. So that was very deep for Illinois. Okay. Unfortunately, he's going to have to cheat in Arizona, but he looks like he's going to try. Any other? You're welcome. Yay. Thank you, Crystal. So North Carolina. North Carolina. Oh, and thanks for putting the thumbs up, you guys. That does help people find the channel. Oh, and if you haven't had a chance to subscribe, for those on replay, now's a great time to hit the subscribe, notification bells all. I want to give a shout out to the huge group of people we had join this weekend for the Halloween reading. Kathleen, Asta, Bob, Sharon, Bravo, Jara, George, Hope, Olivia, Jess, Dax, John, Embrit, Debbie, Estella, Renya, Heffian, Debbie, Aquarian, Ayana, Paula, Arlie, Linda, I Am One, Bluebell, Melissa, Madra, and also a shout out to my commenters. Thank you, commenters. Alexandra, Mariemi, Gina, Jima, Cede, Marilyn, Zebby, Michael, Kathy, Connie, Lori, Marie, Marjorie, Asantiwa, Teresa, Kate, Noelle, Crystal, Rosemary, Joni, Diana, Rhonda, Cardomancy, Deb, Mystic, Z-Queen, Deborah, Keisha, Antoina, and Martine. Yay! If I have not said your name, it's possible you're not on my little list of new subscribers. YouTube takes a couple of days before it shows me your name. And to all of those without a subscriber name, Thank you and welcome to Alternative Health Tarot. Now, before we look at more political tarot, let's talk about sapphire and the color blue. Right now, we're in a Uranus retrograde, a Mars retrograde, and a Mercury retrograde. Mercury affects communication. And there are and transportation. So cars, buses, roads, highways, internet highways, fiber optic cable, social media apps are all subject to foibles. And so we want to do today our 5th chakra and energy throat clearing. And not only will it clear our throat so that we can express ourselves with creativity, we will be attuned to a higher frequency, because think about it. Blue is a shorter wavelength. Red is the longer wavelength. Blue is the shorter wavelength, which is a higher frequency, which means it beats more times. So it's faster, it's speedier. And so that expedience requires more energy intake to keep that vibration high. Sort of like a hummingbird. Oh, and by the way, I have these beautiful fuchsia plants, and I am being gifted by a family of ruby-throated hummingbirds. And that's actually my animal totem for my alternative health, because the hummingbird feeds directly, that's right, from the stamen of the flower to get the nectar. It's ambrosia, because it's a very high vibration to be able to beat their wings so many times while they fly. So think of blue as being a higher vibration, that in that way that it takes more energy, it feeds on more nectar. So we need to feed ourselves with more nectar. And when we do our 5th chakra clearing, because we're not really going to do a meditation today, we are going to do a real, actual shamanic healing practice, 5th chakra cleansing. It will not only open our voices and clear and clean our body through our throats and our esophagus and our mouths. We will have energy for creative forms of expression. Think about all the ways that we can express ourselves. We can express ourselves through our voice, through our media, through our posts, through videos, pictures and photographs that we take. Okay, but we're not moving into the thought forms now. We're talking about media forms of expression. And blue is also the planetary color of Uranus. And we did the Uranus retrograde video about a month ago, and mark your calendars. If you catch anything from today, mark your calendars for January 14th, because Uranus goes direct, and it's going to be a huge day. It's going to be the hugest day to kick off 2021 is January 14th, and all my numerology is aligning. I focus on the astronomy and the numerology. So the astronomy of Uranus is that it is icy cold blue. The center is like molten metal, but surrounding it is gas. Yeah, it's like ammonia. Methane. It's horrendous, but it's frozen. So it's this giant, and because the vapors are frozen, it's extremely large. And so that atmosphere of Uranus is super frozen, super cold, gaseous, noxious. And then the thing about it is it's an individual planet. So each one's destiny is lived as an individual through Uranus. Even though right now we're having a community experience, between now and January 14th, it's all about the individual. Each vote, one vote at a time, one vote, one voice counts. All right. So keep that in mind, that even though we're casting our votes, there's going to be unusual things happening all the way until January 14th. And of course, the inauguration, I believe, is on the 20th of January. So I'm here with my healing practice and my skills so that together we're going to cleanse our fifth chakra. And what's really cool about this is we're going to cut the cord of destiny and karma that's been shattering our voices, especially as minorities, especially as women, especially as the Me Too movement. That's right. We're going to be releasing and taking out what are called kupos in the martial arts and the internal martial arts system to unbind ourselves from the karmic ties of our individual ancestry that is stopping our voices from being heard and also expressing ourselves in a way that is purposeful with clarity. So that's really, really huge. So we'll be doing that in about an hour. All right. Hi, Kate. No problem. We're just getting started. You're totally on time. And do remember that once again, the date is January 14th when Uranus goes direct, and Mercury only retrogrades for about 3 weeks, but it's chaos, especially in the communications. So since this was brought up on the earlier in the readings this year, and actually I advise, the tarot, and for entertainment purposes only, advise when we were doing card draws, because I have pull a card day sometimes where I do pull a card for you, that there would be an internet blackout. And the big question is, since all these things are retrograde and there's an election, is this internet blackout going to happen during this Mercury retrograde, which is between now and November 4th? Okay, because that would really mess with the election systems on the vote count on the data machines. That's why I prefer a paper ballot, so that there's always a backup. Okay, so will there be a major internet disruption, an internet blackout during this Mercury retrograde? Let's just ask the cards, because this is kind of huge. Yep. And my specialty is electromagnetic field theory and optical engineering while I was at Cal Berkeley. So I do a ton of telecommunications theory. I'm also one of the men I'm actually known as a man, who are on the list to reboot the internet in the case of an emergency. There was a shark who cut some transcontinental cable, which is actually dug underneath the ocean, and there was a huge banking crisis. Remember that? About 10 years ago. Will there be an internet outage or a blackout during this Mercury retrograde between now and November 4th? Will there be an internet blackout Ooh, between now and November 4th. Okay, here's the Eight of Cups. Will there be an internet blackout between now and November 4th? The essence, which fell out, which is the tone, is the Eight of Cups. Once again, blue, emotions, water, the suit of cups, the suit of moons, media, mass media, propaganda. The Hermit is the foundation of the reading, which means an investigation or an introspection into oneself. Will there be an internet blackout during this Mercury retrograde between now and November 4th? Recent past, this is what is happening just before the blackout, is the candidate. This is Donald Trump, the candidate, the King of Cups, and it also means media and propaganda. You notice this is all cups practically. Will there be an internet outage or blackout between now and November 4th? Right now, the Lovers. Right now, there's two parties doing a dance. It's a temporary arrangement, and it's meant to basically behoove one of the person and leave the other one left dry. So it's happening right now. Okay, and the outcome, 9 of Coins, votes. Okay, now what's interesting, oh, here, let me get the camera down so you guys can see the cards. There's no yes card in here, so it doesn't look like there's going to be anything major happening. The Eight of Cups is the flavor or the essence. This is leaving a lot of emotions behind. This is not evidence. This is not propaganda. This is not votes. It's looking at a full moon of somebody who's leaving on a full moon. Okay, so we have a full moon coming up very soon in about 12 days, which is going to be, I think, right around Halloween night. So I think this is talking about what's going to happen on Halloween night. It could be darkness because this is the Hermit. You see how the Hermit is standing alone in darkness? He's got his little lamp on. It's like trick-or-treating. It's like putting on costumes, but it's also putting on a facade. So the blackout could actually be a facade. It's all about the candidacy and the current incumbent feeling sorry for himself, guy that has come out between now and Halloween. So this is basically saying that there is an involvement with the Republican candidacy when things go dark. The Lovers is a dance. It's a play. It's a game. it's not serious. So if or when there's a blackout, it's not something like that's going to be a harmful thing, but it is meant to jag someone specifically, because the Lovers is a very personal, so it's a very targeted blackout. It's going to be targeted to one, most likely one of the states which is holding 9 electoral college votes. Oops, sorry about that, you guys. 9 electoral college votes. So it's going to be a localized thing. There's going to be a media blackout because they have been, and it's going to be in a state that has 9 electoral college votes. It'll be temporary, very, very short. Okay, because when it happens, at the time it happens, Lovers is like quick and dirty. Okay, and 8 of Cups does say that there's somebody guilty who's aware of the act, but it points to the full moon. Interesting. 9 of Coins. I'll have to look up, see which states have 9 electoral college votes. Okay, no problem. I know somebody's in line voting, so thanks for hanging out at the live chat. Would anyone like to ask? Oh, it's the bottom of the hour. I have absolutely earth-shattering news about the SCOTUS nominee. She's hiding more than just deep dark money ties. She is not qualified technically to be a nominee. And I got a lot of funky, chunky monkey business going to be happening on the 22nd of October. So, and the reason why I'm using the Russian deck is because there's so many international ties, and this deck is just screaming at me. So what's going to happen? First, we got to ask 3 questions. This is going to take almost a half an hour to let you guys know that the nominee, and I can't barely even say her name because I can't stand her. It's disgusting. She makes my womb ache. Like she hits me in the 2nd power chakra. And then after we go through the SCOTUS confirmation hearings, we will do our throat chakra cleansing. Okay, in about half an hour, 45 minutes. And also, if you have any specific political tarot questions, please type them in the comments. We just read that there will be a blackout. It'll be temporary, nothing serious. It's meant to play a game or a trick on someone, and it looks like it's going to happen in a state which has 9 electoral college votes, and it's being done by someone connected to Donald Trump regarding the Trump campaign. Okay, and it's going to happen around on the full moon, which I think is just around Halloween. I have to look it up. Technically, she should disqualify herself. Keisha is correct. Keisha says that the SCOTUS nominee should step down, and we need to call our senators to insist that she step down. Now, let's see. How is the best way to approach this? I know I thought about this earlier. Amy Coney Barrett has 3 dark secrets. Amy Coney Barrett has 3 dark secrets. Because she is a candidate for the Supreme Court Justice, I'm requesting that Spirit please share with us her 3 dark secrets, and I think we know the one, so that we can have the best guidance to fight a disqualified nomination, a confirmation, because she's not qualified to be confirmed, that's for certain. Okay. What are Amy Coney Barrett's 3 secrets that disqualify her? And what is her deep, 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 dark secret. Okay, here we go. 1. These are the secrets. And this is the one she really doesn't want anybody to know about. This is why she's hiding this. And this is what we can do to stop the confirmation for a disqualified candidate. Ooh, that card really wants to come out for the outcome. The bottom is the Page of Swords. Okay, so there is news about criminal activity. So what this card is saying is the reading here is sharing with us the news of her criminal activity. These are the 3 things that she's hiding. Sorry, I pulled them upside down. Oh, the first is the 4 of Cups. The second is the Page of Clubs. And the third is a death. I know what this last row is already, you guys. Thanks, for entertainment purposes only, and just a tarot card reading. The 4 of Cups is all about offers that she's received. So she's been taking offers that we still don't know about, beyond the violation, the campaign finance violations. Okay, she's been pulling from resources other than the GOP. Okay, and these are offers that she's been getting behind the scenes that we don't know about. The Page of Clubs is the group. This is like her sorority. This is her group of people that she used to hang with when she was young, like in college. And this is the death that she's hiding. I know what this is about, you guys. Okay, I put these things upside down. Sorry about that. Okay, now, why she wants to keep her offers a secret is because they're the 2 of Coins. They're like NDAs, they're money. This is criminal activity regarding exchange of money and for votes. Okay? The 2 of Coins is the juggler. He's the guy who's right. He's got the money for the votes, that she's already received money in exchange for votes. This is not campaign finance violations. This is the offers that she's been keeping secrets that she's accepted in order to make votes while she's at the Supreme Court in exchange for money, which is completely illegal. These are her secrets that she's keeping. The very, very center is, of course, loans, debts, and agreements, exchanges of money, criminal activity, loaning, borrowing, exchanging money, which goes way back into her past since she was in college. She's been doing this funny money thing since she was a young adult. The Queen of Coins. Normally, this is a woman who's very prosperous, who's got her act together, who's in charge. So when she made the decision to have an abortion, You heard me. When she made the decision and she made that choice, it was because she made the choice for her career. Okay, because she was in a position to get her license, her certificate. She wanted a career. It was the wrong time for her. That's why she had the abortion she's keeping secret. You guys heard me. Only a tarot reading. And in the end, the karmic judgment. Okay, now we're talking about criminal activity. It's not criminal to have an abortion. However, it is misrepresenting her identity and why she is keeping it secret, and she doesn't want it to come out, is the final outcome. The Hierophant knows that the judgment and the karmic judgment regarding being a dirty justice who takes votes for money means that regardless of whether or not she's confirmed, her destiny will play out to reveal her criminal activity, taking money for votes, literally. Her sorority and college days, her loans, debts, and agreements, which she's been, criminalizing since her college days. What this is saying is because the suit of clubs is actually hard evidence, is very strong. So it's very possible that this second row with her ties to her money, loans, debts, and agreements, illegal and criminal money activity is strong enough, the evidence could be strong enough to disqualify her. The truth about her abortion, which she had made a choice in favor of her career, because let's face it, she wouldn't be in the position she's in now if she hadn't made the choice to terminate her pregnancy. The final outcome is the Page of Coins. This is actually so many pages in this reading. It's got a pair of pages plus the underlying energy being pages. This is all young energy. This is all news coming out. This is the universe sharing justice. This is the universe sharing the justice. But the coins is about the votes. She has to be confirmed. Okay, she has to actually be confirmed before she takes her position. So it's possible that the truth about her hypocrisy could be told by the young people who know the truth about her now. For entertainment purposes only, I have no evidence. This is just a tarot reading. However, people have been asking me lately, what is it she's hiding so hard? Why is she trying so hard to hide this? And this is it. Boom. The King of Cups, Donald Trump, the candidate, and the Knight of Coins. Oh, these are the people. These are the amount of vote. Whoops, sorry about that. The Knight of Coins is the amount of votes that she has to get in order to be confirmed. So she's keeping this stuff. Why she's trying so hard to keep this under wraps is because Donald Trump needs the confirmation votes. Oh, wow. Now let's just get straight to it since we have the time. And thank you, universe, for sharing the time with us. Oh, and here I want to share my Tunduru Sapphire with you. I don't have any blue sapphires, but I do have a Tunduru, which is a color change sapphire. It has, let's see if I can get this looking a little better. There we go. The Tunduru is purple, and it color changes with the light. Let's see if I can get it looking at the light. Boom, there it goes. And the sapphire comes in lots of colors. This one color changes with the light, and it's very purple. There you can see. It's difficult to get super clear sapphires because they're highly prized. All right, so today we are looking at the SCOTUS confirmation hearings. What's going to happen on the 22nd? Because I got this. There's something's going to happen. And we just did a deep dive 9-card reading into what she's hiding. She's hiding her associations and her illegal activities during from her way past. She's hiding the termination of her pregnancy from so that she could pursue her college degree. And she's hiding offers that have been made to her to exchange votes for money. Now, that is completely unethical. I mean, that is so over the top. Like, that was in the first row. Like, the fact that she had an abortion, that's not even illegal. It's just Hippocratic. Yeah, she's just, oh, God, what a slime. Okay, so the first question we're going to ask is, and thank you, Spirit, for sharing with us. We feel so blessed. What's going to happen on October 22nd regarding the SCOTUS hearings? Because I got that something's not going to go as planned for Mitch McConnell and his crew. What's going to happen at the SCOTUS confirmation hearings on October 22nd? Oh, somebody's going to be overseeing them. Someone who has evidence, who's not in Congress. This is like this is like someone in the Justice Department. Oh, by the way, the FBI and the DOJ have broken off with Attorney General Barr. They're not even following his orders anymore. This is somebody who's overseeing the hearing, who's not in the foreground, who has damning evidence. Yep, the Page of Swords told you so. That damning evidence against the SCOTUS nominee that will, that shows that, okay, this is the Six of Swords backwards. This is moving evidence away. So what this is saying is that the evidence is moving closer. And now this is going to come out. This is going to come out between now and the 22nd, you guys. You see that? All swords. That's all justice. Those are all investigations by the Justice Department. Somebody knows what's going on. They've got the evidence, and there's going to be, it's going to come out. Yeah, because the evidence that was moved away has now moved back into the Justice Department. That's the overturned Six of Swords. That's all damning indictments, hearings, just like justice, reality, the truth, morality coming in. Because the swords actually corresponds to the suit of stars, which is actually morality and ethics, the real justice. What's going to happen on the 22nd? Overseeing it is the Seven of Cups, the illusion, the delusion. fake propaganda, BS, complete pile of you know what, CRAP. It's smoke and mirrors. That's right. And yes, it's going to go through. The hearing is going to go through as planned on October 22nd. This is the moving forward with the vote. Nothing's going to stop this confirmation at this point, not on the 22nd. Now, the hearing or the vote is, I don't believe, until the 26th, but on the 22nd is the next meeting. And yeah, it's going to go through, and yeah, they're going to vote yes to move forward to confirm her. But once again, the whole thing is complete CRAP. This is saying it's a sideshow. It's a sideshow. It's a joke is what it is. Here she is, her very first row of damning evidence against the nominee. All that dirty money, all the agreements that she's been accepting in order to exchange money for votes. This is the Four of Cups. The truth is coming out. The sun, the great illumination, the corona. See, this is the ring around the sun. This gives credibility to this set of cards because there is no other higher truth card than the sun. So on October 22nd, the truth, the naked truth is coming out. It's the GOP's hope, wish, and dream, hoping that she's going to be the new star at SCOTUS. I'm telling you, but it's an illusion, you guys. Don't expect things to go as planned, because behind the scenes of the little circus act is all three sets of criminal activity and evidence, and this is it. She's being put in there to exchange money for votes. I mean, there's literally nothing more illegitimate. Nothing. Oh, Keisha crashed. Oh, we're doing fine over here. Are you back? Okay, it looks like Keisha is back. Okay, cool. Martine says, the sister of a good friend of mine was engaged to be married, and they decided to get an abortion so as not to hurt their parents with the news of a out of wedlock pregnancy. Well, you know, I'm not even going to comment on that. So much social pressure. Oh, so much social pressure. Shall we just ask, will Roe versus Wade be overturned? Let's just get straight to it. Let's just do it. Will Roe versus Wade be overturned? Of course not. No way. Hi, Cardomancy. I see you popped in while I was reading on the October 22nd hearing, which is going to go through for the SCOTUS person, but it's all just a giant poop show. Excuse my French. Man, oh, Kate. Men can't just slap on a rain jacket. Yep, they won't be able to if the new justice gets her way, because she wants to illegalize the purchase of contraception and make contraception no longer available. I don't know that much about it, but that's what they're talking about, ending the purchase of contraception. So stock up on, I'm not kidding. That's what they're talking about. But let's just get straight to it. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, guides. Will Roe versus Wade be overturned in the next 20 years? Because we have to put a time limit on the reading. Will Roe versus Wade be overturned in the next 20 years? Will Roe versus Wade be overturned in the next 20 years? Ooh, it's starting to get sticky again. Will Roe versus Wade be overturned in the next 20 years? Judgment. This actually is the souls. This is the judgment of souls. This is talking about birth, life, and death. Well, that is true. Roe versus Wade is about that. Ooh. This one's pretty scary, you guys. You have to have a tough stomach for this reading. This is the White House overseeing the overturning of Roe versus Wade. This is Trump in the White House setting up the essence or the fight at court over Roe versus Wade, because I just knew that there would be a fight at court. The 5 of Rods is going to be what it's all about. Yeah. And in the recent past, we have the 3 of Cups, which is the arrangement to basically put the imbalance at the Supreme Court in favor of this 45th dynasty. Because we've got Kavanaugh there right now. At this current moment is a yes. They have the votes to overturn Roe versus Wade right now. But the question is, will they overturn Roe versus Wade in the next 20 years? And the answer is yes. The Hierophant. This is ecumenical judgment. This is judgment from on high. It is the gates of heaven, the keys of St. Peter. So this is also the Supreme Court having the power to overturn Roe versus Wade. And at this moment in time, yes, the White House has positioned the Supreme Court to overturn Roe versus Wade. Will it happen within the next 20 years? Because there's going to be a lot of activity going on in the new administration to clean up and rebalance the courts. Will Roe versus Wade be overturned within the next 20 years? Oh, this is saying that when Donald Trump dynasty ends, it's going to be a no. It's going to overturn it because it's going to not work out. I'm telling you, this whole packing the courts isn't going to actually pan out in the next 20 years. We asked specifically, will Roe versus Wade be overturned? And we got a yes vote. This is saying, yes, we have the votes right now. Yes, we have the votes right now, but is it really going to happen? And we're like, nope. Burning Tower, Trump dynasty going down. Brett Kavanaugh is going to probably have to be forced to resign. And why Roe versus Wade will not be overturned is because of the physician's card. no woman needs to die unnecessarily. That's right, because the number of deaths would increase for moms, and it's just unacceptable. So in the end, the good health and welfare of the moms will be upheld. Okay, so that's why sometimes we have to really follow through with our tarot readings, because it's going to be a fight. They're going to bring it up. It's going to the Supreme Court. You know, that's why they put trying to put what's her face there. She's nutty. I saw only sections of her so-called. That was more of a sham than the acquittal of the impeachment. It was such. I mean, talk about a sham trial. The so-called impeachment hearings. But see, this is all about the judges at the court and the votes at the court and the 9 Supreme Court justices and 2 balancing the choices. In the end, Trump dynasty is going down. The truth is going to come out about Coney Barrett and her hypocrisy, saying this and doing that. Blending. Okay, you guys can see how the cards are just lining up really, really nicely. Yeah. Yeah, cartomancy says they're scary. These people are scary. Yeah, let's go. Okay, let's not even talk about the so-called pro-life issue. Let's just talk about the fact that they want to not even allow married couples to use birth control. That is so out there. I mean, that is complete loss of separation between church and state. I mean, first of all, you can't. If you have to do that, then you have to change what's known as the law of consenting adults. And just so you know, Alan Dershowitz wants to change the age of consent to 14. And you know what else doesn't make any sense? How are they going to justify all that fetal tissue used for their Regeneron product if they overturn Roe versus Wade? It doesn't make any sense. Because now they use so much of that therapy, you know, for Alzheimer's and all kinds of stuff. I personally don't like getting into that stuff. I don't want to use that stuff. They've tried to put that junk on my face. Let me put the camera up for a sec. When I went to Las Vegas, let me just peek under here for a second before we pull the next set of cards. They have this like serum that they put on your eyes, and there's like these barkers outside these salon booths, and they're trying to always give you this stuff. And I know it uses the tissue. Yeah, the fetal tissue. I won't use that stuff. No me. No, I'm not taking no Regeneron. No. Okay. So let's continue with the SCOTUS readings, because this is our SCOTUS special today. And then we're going to do our 5th chakra throat cleansing. Okay. We'll do our, will the nomination go through as planned? Not necessarily. The Page of Pentacles says that there's too much dirt on her about her money, and there's going to have to be an 8 of Pentacles says that the vote count isn't going to go right. Something funky's going to happen with the vote count. So it is not a done deal that her confirmation hearing is going to go through as planned, you guys. All right, so we'll keep checking out on her. And then we looked at a few states. I want to look at, now let's clear the cards. I'm going to take this jade. and not my set of cards because I want to go back to looking at which states are turning blue. And then hit it with some love and the sapphires. And then we're going to go back to our blue throat chakra clearing. This is super powerful. Like this healing that we're going to do, the throat chakra cleansing, it's not a meditation. We're going to break the kupos and the strings and the ties to our past, our individual karmic past that are binding us from having clear expression and creativity in our voices. This is huge. We're going to get rid of all that junk, and it will also really help us with our immunity for the virus being passed around. So we have energetic strength in that area in our throats, which is also good for thyroid, pituitary glands, and other stuff. Okay, so will Texas vote for Biden? Will the Electoral College go to Texas for Biden? Will the Electoral College, so far we got yes for Illinois, no for Alabama. Arizona is having problems. Will Texas go blue for Biden? Will Texas win the Electoral College votes for Joe Biden? Smash it again. Will Texas win the Electoral College votes for Joe Biden? Will Texas turn blue for the president, Joe Biden, win the Electoral College in Texas? It's over. That election night will be so over. Will Texas vote the Electoral College for Biden? Ooh. They're thinking about it hard. It's the Four of Cups. It's an agreement. They're taking up an offer. This is looking good. What it's saying is they can't refuse Joe Biden. He's too good to say no to. Will Texas turn blue for Joe Biden? Two of Cups, the physicians, the agreement, the marriage of democracy, and saying that they care about the health. They care about people being healthy and having health care. Health care is the main issue for the state of Texas. Will Texas vote to put Joe Biden in? Oh, the indecision. The indecision. They are at a crossroads. They are at a crossroads. Texas is at a crossroads, which means they're going to go from red to blue. They're going to make the choice because he is the best candidate for the health and the health care. So it's going to be a hard choice, you guys, but it's really pointing towards yes for Texas. Okay, it's not a hardcore yes for Texas, but yeah, they're at the crossroads, and the crossroads says go towards the health and the health. I'm finding that the states and the people who care about their health care as a priority are voting for Biden, and the people who care about their, I hate to say it, but their finances, personal finances, who feel that they are making more money under the Trump administration are kind of leaning towards Republican. That's kind of what I'm getting, because there's a large voter turnout for both party candidates. But the demographics are in actually, and I think it's just about time to start our meditation. The demographics are in, you guys. Sorry about this. I have to get this up here so you guys can see. The demographics are in for the voting. The huge voter surge is mostly due to the young demographics. So the age group for, like, normally seniors are like this huge voting block, but it turns out that the voter turnout is demographics is because of the age group, not so much the gender or the area. More specifically than anything, more young people and millennials and 20-year-olds are coming out to vote. They're going to be deciding. That's the critical deciding vote. It looks like, I'm just saying this is just for entertainment purposes. I don't have any evidence. Okay, so sapphires. This is my color change sapphire here. See, it changes colors in the light. It goes from purple in this kind of light, and then it also turns this mauve-y green in sunlight. And sapphire comes in a myriad of colors. There is white sapphire, orange sapphire, purple sapphire. Colors change. Many, many, many colors of sapphire, yellow sapphire. And we traditionally think of blue sapphire. Now, blue is the 5th chakra color. As we move up the chakras, we begin at the base with the red. We move into the 2nd, which is the creation, the womb, orange, power, solar plexus, yellow, heart, love, the center, 4th chakra. And then we come to the 5th chakra. And I don't have any sapphires, but I do have, you can see here, I have some London blue topaz. Some other great blue stones are iolite. Lots of topaz comes in blue. Nilamani. Please type other blue stones that you like. And I will share my iolite with you next week. But sapphire is renowned for communication because royal color is thought of as royal blue, also purple. And royal blue sapphires are the most prized. Now, color blue, as we mentioned earlier, is a higher vibration. It takes more energy. So when we're operating at the energy of expression, because it's our voice and we are actually communicating. We've gone beyond just feeling love, and now we're going to communicate with our voice of expression, with creativity. It takes more energy, just like a hummingbird. That hummingbird has to beat its wings and drink the nectar from the flowers. So once again, we need to draw in and drink the nectar of love and positivity, so that we are expressing ourselves from a cup which is full. Yeah, and we're not drained energetically. Now, in order to do our 5th chakra cleansing, this is all that I need. I just need you to give yourself the attention for about 5 minutes to come with me here and either say aloud or just listen to the affirmations while we hold our throats. And then we end this spiritual healing practice by breaking the ties and the bonds and the strings which has kept us from being heard from our past. Either we were victims, somebody gaslighted us, our whole world's been gaslighted. So and then you'll have I have personal Me Too ties, and those are known as kupos, or energetic binding to that which we do not need. So we're going to cut those ties and energetically cleanse our throat chakra. And the other extra benefit, and I am a 5 times certified holistic health practitioner and Bowen therapist, is when we do the throat cleansing. Because we have right now so much being attacked in terms of breathing through our sinuses, because this chakra is going to include our mouth and our sinus cavities. This will help us energetically clear our sinuses and throat so that we are strengthened here. It is for entertainment purposes only. This is not a substitute for a medical condition or if you need to see a physician. However, this is extremely energetically useful. And we do hold our energy from our past gaslighting and negative experience in our voices. It makes us afraid to speak our truth. So we're going to be aligning with our truth today. Yes, so that we can speak in a creative manner. We really want to be creative with our expression because that's where the fun comes in. All right, thank you. Yes, and aquamarines. Yes, Keisha, these are aquamarines, and on the top, and then the London topaz, and then I have the Tunduru sapphires. All right, and I know we know how to feel and see blue. And just so you know, blue light actually is a healer's light. It's like a tone that's given out in the universe. When you experience pain, you can attract healing energy with that blue vibration. Okay, because we want to attract healers and positivity, and then we cut the ties to that excess negativity. And breathe in, and we're going to be holding our throats. This is the one key element. So go ahead and energetically clear your hands. If you're a Reiki practitioner, go ahead and do the Reiki symbols to open the gate for the healing. And then we place our hands. Make sure that you get right underneath your earlobe here. There is what's known as a synovial straw, where almost all of your excess fluids comes out of your head and drains into your neck. So see how I'm cupping just below my earlobe, this synovial straw, and then forming a little cradle with my fingertips to support my occipital plate right there at my axis of my skull. Okay, so that it's nice and resting. And then my palms, you see my palms go around my SEMs, the SEM, and leave my Adam's apple clear. All right, and you can see my fingertip touch all the way up, my third fingertip all the way up to the pineal gland when you hold your neck, and just make contact. You don't have to put any pressure, and just kind of give yourselves a little hug with your elbows. Breathe in blue light and think blue. Think of the magic blue wave, because blue brings in the magic vibration. Now we're starting to align with the spirit world and the magic and the possibilities, the infinite possibilities. Breathe in as we're healing our throats. We're bringing in positive influences and positive energy. We're drawing in those choices which are aligned with our good health, positive mindset, and healing. And at the same time, we're going to release the kupos and pull the strings from the voices we've heard that are not true, all the fallacies, the fake, we've had to listen to in our ears, and we pull them out. And then I like to chop. See how I chop? I chop. Boom. We must end the tie and the string and the attachment all around the throat, cutting the cords to the voices from our past that did not serve us, that were not true. And once again, breathing in the blue light, the beauty and the lightness and the wonder of the sky and the sky gods. the deep dark blues of night, the depths of the sapphire. And we affirm, I express myself with creativity. I express my truth. I speak my truth. I am heard. I am heard deeply. I express myself creatively. I express myself infinitely. I express my truth. And once again, pulling out the memories, just like icky poof strings of gross blah, poof, pull it off of your head. All those people who ignored you, all those times you were misunderstood, the crappy text you sent by accident to the wrong person. Oh, that horrible bot or troll who insulted me. Oh, we all got gaslighted. Get rid of it. Boom, all of that. And cut the memory of the gaslighting. Cut the memory of the fake. Cut the memory of the insult. Cut the memory of somebody might have held you. Well, let's go deeper. Who may have been attacked around their throat? Who's been suffocated? Who's been threatened to be noosed? Who has memories in their past? Cellular memories of being hung by the neck? Who's been strangled? Who has all the cell memory of horrible, wicked crimes against us? Now we breathe in all the people who love us and care for us now, knowing we're safe and secure. That's not going to happen again. And remove the past. Get rid of the past. The destiny and the karma of my ancestors, who may have been the perpetrators and the victims, both. It's all one side of a two-edged coin. Can't perpetrate without a victim. Over lifetime after lifetime, we've all been in one position or another. Here we are, our final minute. Blue is calm. Blue is peace. Blue is world peace. Blue is water. Blue is compassion. Blue is healing. Blue is the goddess Kuang Yin. She's Oceana. Blue is sapphire. Blue is democracy. Blue is freedom. And once again, we complete. I express myself creatively. I am heard. Yeah, that's it, you guys. How do you feel? You feel lighter? My head feels much better, much less tension. Don't forget to drink tons of water. Blue is the water sign. We're going into winter. Blue is emotional. It accepts the tears of both joy and sorrow. Okay, everyone. Well, this has been absolute. Everyone here, I appreciate your support, and I'm very excited for all the newcomers came in over this weekend. Thank you so much. Namaste. peace. Yes, the blue wave is very calm. It's very peaceful. It's relaxing. It's like hanging out at the swimming pool. It's like lounging around. It's like secure. It's happy. Yeah, it's not worrisome or anxious. Yeah, it's calm, relaxed, confident, self-assured, clear, appropriate, truthful, honest. And once again, feeds on a lot of positive energy. So drink plenty of water, feed yourselves well. Be good to yourself. Thanks for coming. Love to all. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for coming. Thanks, Cartomancy. Thanks, Asantiwa. Thank you, Kate. Thank you, Keisha. Yep. All right. We'll be seeing you all again soon. Bye.